Hi, this is Fergie and you're watching DJsounds.com. For me as a DJ, I've been DJing nearly 17 years now. Been through a few different genres of music over the years. From what I said earlier, playing anything really, to going to playing more the hard end of stuff, which I think most people would have initially have found out about me when I was playing more of the hard house sound, which was very different back then. 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, up to 2000 really. It was a lot softer. It had a lot more groove. So that's what people sort of would have initially found out about me. But in 2000, really, I decided to move away from it. The whole sound, I just lost a lot of love for it. It just started getting very fast and very repetitive. People were sticking with the same formats, and I just wasn't enjoying it really. So from 2000, really, I would say for the next couple of years, because I've been pigeonholed as being a hard house DJ for such a long time, I didn't want to jump into just another sound that I would then be known for. So I spent a few years really of going around the clubs and playing a lot of different types of music, which didn't really help my situation, because some clubs would be I don't want to book him because I don't know what he's going to play this time. The first time we booked him, he played this way. The second time we booked him, he played this other way. So it was a bit like that for me, but it was a necessity. It was something that I had to do because I didn't want to jump into just another sound. So where I'm at now really, and where I've been at the past 6-7 years really, is I've been more on the sort of tech orientated. I mean, you can say techno because I think now it's such a broad word, and there's so many different sounds involved, many different BPMs. I mean, it's just an open book really, but that's sort of where I'm at now. And to be honest with you, where I feel and have felt most comfortable and where I've been at my happiest, and I think I've been playing the best music that I ever have really. So yeah, I'm having a great time. So obviously, as I said before, I've been DJing for quite a long time, and throughout them years I've tried quite a few different formats and ways of DJing, from vinyl to CDs to going to Serato and playing from a laptop, to going to Tractor and playing through my laptop, then going to Tractor Pro and using that with the controllers, which is great. But for me, after computers crashing a few times and getting to clubs and not being able to use your equipment, the next step for me was not go back to basics as such, but go back to pioneer, and the CDJs. You're going to turn up at the club, you know what you're getting, and you know that you're going to be able to perform. One of the main things was I was playing at a club in Lithuania, and it was actually the last time I used Tractor and my laptop. For instance, my computer crashed, totally went dead, so I started playing CDs. And one thing that really sort of I'll always remember was the difference in the atmosphere. People just seemed to know and understand what you were doing. There was a more visual aspect to it, which I felt that I lost quite a bit. So it's good to have that bit back again. As if people can watch what you're doing, and I guess they just sort of feel more of a part of it. I think that the technical age is upon us, and we should embrace it. But I still think that you need to be engaging with the crowd. With the laptop, one thing, for instance, sticks in my head. Even though I know the music, I know when the beat's going to drop, I know when the break's going to come in, I found my eyes always wandering to the screen on the laptop instead of having them on the crowd. And that is a major thing as a DJ. Eye contact and watching the dance floor. And once you stop doing that, well, you kind of get sort of lost and don't know where you are. So getting rid of all that and coming back to the CDJs has been a massive thing for me, and enjoying DJing more than I ever have now. I think it's down to getting to a club and knowing that you're going to be able to perform, and you're knowing that the equipment's not going to fail you, and having a confidence that, you know, you can do your set to the best of your ability. And now we're going to talk about the CDJ 2000s. That's a different story altogether. Last week, for instance, I was playing in Israel, and the promoter, I got in the car and he met me at the airport, and he's like, "Oh, you're not going to believe it, we've got the CDJ 2000s." I'm like, oh my god, no, this isn't a good thing, because I've never used them before, and I wouldn't really be prepared to go and turn up at a club and do my set having never used them before, so I didn't really want to use them. So I said, well, I'm going to have to go and do a sound check. Went and done a sound check, and yeah, I probably would have killed him if the CDJ 2000s weren't there when I turned up for my set, because although there's so many new functions on them, it's so easy to navigate around everything. They're so DJ friendly, it's unbelievable, and there's a better sound from them as well. The effects that you can do on there, from the needle drop to the loop function, which for me was a massive plus. I used to use the loop function quite a lot in different softwares I talked about before. So when I cancelled, or when I stopped using the different software, it was a massive thing for me that I didn't feel comfortable using the old loop function. But with the CDJ 2000s, I was just running riot, you know, and it is 100%, especially with the loop cutter as well. And using that with the mixer, the 800, you know, you're just getting a maximum effect from your performance. And with having that confidence from using them for the first time, just for the 3 hours that I was using them, you know, having that inside you, and that enjoyment, is unbelievable.